Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound now, Jordan Romano.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Ready to go? Here's Andres Jimenez. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. Now one miss. Ball to strike. Well struck, right field. And that one hops the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. Springer returns it to the infield. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Stephen Kwan, pretty active on the bases, and not surprising, his favorite players growing up were two really good base runners, Ichiro Suzuki and Dave Roberts. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much. Right side. And the first run of the game comes across.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
And now it's Josh Naylor and Cleveland on top 1-0. Lined into right. And George makes the grab. And that'll do it. One run, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Guardians 1 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. And starting this one, Emmanuel Clase.
Well, he's a guy that needs to establish himself, just settle in that first time through the order, be able to command your first pitch, maybe a secondary pitch, and not show too much. That will allow you to get through the order a couple of times before having to turn it over to the bullpen in those middle innings. They're looking for this guy to get through the lineup a couple of times at least, limit some damage, and just keep him in this ball game.
Right-hander kick steals. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Naylor steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're already down a run, so I'm sure they'd like to punch back and even things up early.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, especially at your home ballpark, to go down in the first inning. So the best way is just to come out aggressive, try to tie the ball game up, but not just tie it up, take the lead. I tell you what, momentum can really swing, and you can put your pitcher back in a position where he feels his most confident.
That one drifts inside. Here comes a pitch. Popped up. Ramirez settles under it. Drops into the glove. 2 away now.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Bounce back to the mound. Jimenez on the run. Throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 1-0. Top of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. Romano back to work. Okay, so Jordan Romano, a guy who never used cologne until a teammate gave him a bottle in 2021. He's been using it for games ever since. He rotates 3 colognes. Number 1, feeling good. Number 2, feeling dangerous. Number 3, let's snap a losing streak.
Sounds like he's got all the bases covered with that. That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Will Brennan, the next to hit. On the ground, right side. Toss to Turner. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. There's a strike. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Gathers and throws on the money. Nice play. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Guardians 1 and the Jays nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he's made Dad proud so far in his career. Multiple all-star appearances. A guy who was born in Montreal way back when, 1999, when his dad was playing for the Expos.
Yeah, and so much violence with that swing. Exit velocity is charged and very fun to watch. More plate discipline than Dad.
Turner climbs in on that right side. Ground ball, left side. Oh, the throw is wild. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error. Here's George Springer. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Valera moving under it. And there's one down.
Batting seventh, the catcher,
Now it's Jansen to hit. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Ripped into center, base hit. The tying run is in to score from third. We're tied at 1. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And the batter now is Joey Votto.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a base hit on a line. The run scores from third. It's 2-1. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So digging in, Davis Schneider. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Emmanuel Clase won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Nick Sandlin.
Now,
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Jansen, the runner at third. Votto at first. One gone. On the ground. Goes to second. Safe there. Here's Kiermaier now.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. He swings and fouls one off. At the belt and fires. Bounce to the left side. And foul ball. Righty to the plate. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him. And there are 2 outs. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. First time up was a pop out. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And now the 0-1. Up the middle. Jimenez in there safely. So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the new inning getting started. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
The pitch. Strike one. Romano, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in Canada. The 0-2. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone. A solo shot, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-2.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So in now for Cleveland, George Valera. And there's the strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Turner gets under it. And the right-hander deals. Up the middle, Schneider. On to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. Doubled leading off the ball game. Then came around to score the first run of the game. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Bichette whips it to first. And they're down to their last out.
The batter, the left-hander, Steven Kwan.
So they're down to their final out. Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. Just a weak fly ball this time. And that'll get down for a hit. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Eric Swanson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Down to their final strike. That one is absolutely belted. Kiermaier on the move, heading back some more. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, 3-inning games are pretty exciting, and this one did not disappoint. Tons of offense, but it came down to just one run. This was a wild one.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew,